And we are starting with the chapter 20, Carbohydrate, part 1. There's a lot of things we're going to go over with that chapter, and I just want to start with just a brief introduction and understanding the way they are named. So what are carbohydrates? Well, they are the same as sugar. Naturally occurring polyhydroxyaldehyde and ketones, so you'll be able to recognize the one we call aldose and the one we call ketose. Now, characteristic of simple sugar monosaccharide, we're going to see they are usually between 3 to 7 carbon atom. And then if you look at aldose or ketose, characteristic of carbohydrate, the ending on OSE. So how do we recognize a ketose from an aldose? Was pretty straightforward. Looking at here where the functional group is going to be located and which one it is. So you see the aldehyde on the left side. Aldehyde is an aldose. On the right side, you see that this is a ketone that is on carbon number 2, and that will give you a ketose. So let's say we remove we remove ANE and replace it by OSE, so that's characteristic of carbohydrate. But we also have to know the common name of the simplest, such as glucose, fructose, ribose. How do we name them? Well, this is just same with an aldose or a ketose, but you're going to have the prefix either tri, tetra, penta, depending on how many carbon atoms you have. So that's here just some example. Glucose is an aldohexose. Very important, that's for energy, and that's the one we call as the monomer, so the building block for starch for plants and cellulose. We're going to see for us is going to be another way of storage. We have glycogen. The ribose in the middle, that's the aldopentose, so 5 carbon atom. Very important for both the making of energy, adenosine triphosphate, and coenzyme as well as ribonucleic acids. And on the right, the fructose, which is a ketohexose, and this is the one you find mostly in fruits and corn syrups. So very important too is to understand that we are going to have some chemical reaction to build up from monosaccharide, where you put 2 together, that becomes a disaccharide. Eventually you're going to have polysaccharide, many monomers attached to each other. And we're going to look at also the type of reaction with alcohol, lipids, or protein to make those biomolecules. So try to classify right here the compound, if it's an aldose or a ketose, and just try to find the name. So pretty simple analysis. Look at the monosaccharide, look at if it's an aldose or a ketose. Well, aldose, you'll have aldehyde. Ketose, you'll have something that looks like a ketone, sorry about that. Looking at how many carbon atoms you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you can go right there and you can actually determine which type of molecule is going to be. So that will be here a 6 carbon aldose, so this is an aldohexose.